So hello YouTube land. Say hello.
Hello.
Alright, we're here with another review. This is I waited a month to get this. It's a Bandai Stormtrooper.
And you overreacted because you couldn't wait.
1/12 scale action figure. You got product shots on the bottom. Some of the poses you can get into. His accessories. It's all in Japanese because, yes, this shipped from Japan. There's nothing on the bottom. Back you've got, they have a Stormtrooper out and they have a Darth Vader out.
It sounds like there's something in the box.
There is something in the box.
What's in the box?
This month they actually released the R2-D2 and I think R2-D5 or R5, whatever. 2-pack, so you might be getting that next, but yep. So this is the Stormtrooper. That's the box, and here's the Stormtrooper.
Can I have the box?
What's in the box is
all this good stuff.
Got your instructions, which are pretty nice. They're pretty detailed. They're easy to follow, even though they're in Japanese.
Stickers. Waterproof and not waterproof.
Well, they're not waterproof. But, yeah, it comes on a couple sprues. You got a sprue for your black parts, your poly caps, and then all the white parts.
So what poly caps?
That's all those joints.
Okay, never mind.
And you get two different stickers you can use.
Ones that go in the water, then you put it on.
Yeah, these are I forget what they're called, but
They slide on.
yeah, they're water transfer ones. Like here, you dip them in water.
It's not focusing at all.
Yeah, it's not focus. Yeah, you can dip them in water and transfer them on that way, which is the blue ones, or you got these, which are just regular stickers. We didn't put any of the stickers on because
we don't need it.
It looks alright without the stickers. So that's everything that's in the box.
Get the detail.
And here's our Stormtrooper. He does come with a stand. As you can see, comes with this little piece here. His foot locks into it pretty good. So then these bases, they come with a piece. You can lock them together so you can get a bunch of these and have a nice little Stormtrooper army going on.
Tell him his name.
We have named him Stormtrooper Steve. But so
yeah, that's been happening all day. I tried to put it back together.
Stormtrooper Steve here. He does stand alright on his own, but the stand helps. Let's see how,
he needs his base pretty well to stand.
nah, he can stand alright without it.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, test it without it falling.
So, like I said, he's pretty well articulated.
Maybe you should do fist.
Here, we'll look at his accessories. So he's got his long rifle. It's got a piece for the tripod, but this doesn't fold down or anything. It's just molded there. So he can hold this pretty good with his gun holding hand.
Hey, I know you used Stormtrooper Steve to take you down.
Right there.
In a war.
And then he does have his medium blaster, which looks pretty nice. If you look at it, you got a little piece here that's actually attached separate. The little clip here is separate, and then there's a little piece here that's separate. So they managed to get a lot of detail. I don't know if you can focus. A lot of detail on these little guns. As you can see, it's got a molded in little piece here. The grip actually has texture to it. So that's pretty nice. And then
Hey Dad, you can actually make
here,
it look like it. You just gotta make it look like that. See? Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? hand holding it. Told you it could hold it.
And then he's got his pistol, basically, his little small blaster, which...
Can we put it on him? I want to see how that looks.
This is a nice one, too. Like I said, they've all got a lot of detail for being small little guns. And then he comes with 3 sets of hands. He's got two of these open palmed hands. Focus.
Focus. I'm on to get the pepper spray. They can make it focus.
I don't think pepper spray will help the camera focus. But,
oh, but it helps me focus.
Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. So he's got 2 of these, 1 for each hand. He's got a fist for his right hand. He's got the pointing finger for his left hand. And then 2 gun holding hands.
I need Stormtrooper Steve for a second.
These actually split in 2
Dang it.
to hold the gun. Let's see, so it splits into 2 parts to hold the gun. And they hold the guns really well. And that's it for his accessories. Well, he's got his holster here,
And his flashlight on him.
which is attached. It's not a flashlight, but
What is it then?
my only real gripe with this is it's got this piece that
Pops out and it kind of looks like it can break.
yeah, it's like, you know, it's supposed to hold his gun in securely, but it pops out pretty easily, and then
We gotta put her back together.
so that's that.
Get the detail.
So on to Steve. Said he's you know, for being a sprue kit that you put together yourself,
Gotta move him around, Dad.
he's got a good bit of articulation. His head can look up and down a
I
little
wanna
bit.
move him.
All right, hold on. He's got 2 neck joints. He's got a lower neck joint, so you know you can do like that, and he can look down a little bit further. But that's about as far up as he can look.
I'm gonna put Stormtrooper Steve in a pose. I'm gonna
You can
need
turn
this.
left to right a little bit, but just due to the shape of the helmet, that's as far as you can go. It is a ball joint, so I mean the ability to move's there, but due to the sculpt, he can only turn so much.
And if he does turn a little bit more, it kind of looks like he can break.
His shoulders have a lot of movement in them. Just pop this off.
Man, those things can pop off real good. Easily.
Yeah, the shoulder armor's held on by a little
Ball joints?
a hinge, basically, so you can hinge this up, and you can get his arm out pretty good.
Yeah.
You can hinge this piece up a little bit and get his arm out.
Pretty well.
I'm going to have to pop that back on a little bit better, but yeah, as you can see, his arm can move up and down like that, forward and back. He's got a bicep swivel. Pretty good elbow joint, and the elbow doesn't swivel. Nothing there. The wrist, it's just pegs, but his hands can swivel. They can tilt up and down a little bit.
Dad, at the end of the video, I want to make Stormtrooper Steve in a special pose.
He's got an ab crunch. You can forward and back, you can tilt side to side a little bit, swivel a little bit. He's got a waist joint, pretty good hip joints. You can kick up pretty decent. You can go back pretty far. There is a thigh swivel, pretty good knee joint.
It's pretty good.
And then his ankles are articulated very well. They can go forward and back. They can turn, and they've got an ankle pivot.
They're very hard to turn if you're a child, just saying.
Yeah. So, you know, Steve here is pretty well articulated. You can get him into pretty much any pose you want. I got him into some pretty good action poses earlier. The only real issues I have is some of like this joint here isn't lining up very well.
And there is something that you can do with the arms. You put them back too
and
much,
then,
it moves the whole entire body somehow.
Like these over the shoulder pieces here are separate pieces, and when I popped this one off the sprue, it cracked in two, but like I said, you can't really see it. You can see it right there, it's in two pieces, but it should be one piece like this one. And then aside from that, like a couple of the joint, like the seams are hidden really well. Like this is actually two pieces. You can see it's a little bit apart there, but if you get to moving it too much, like sometimes the gaps come open, and then there's some places I need to clean up where you pull it off the sprues, like back here, and a few places on his arms. But like I said, that's just to clean up. Like I said, you can get these guys into some pretty good poses. He stands pretty good on his own, but you know, having the stand is really nice. You can get him into a lot of poses using the stand, even though it just locks in his 1 foot.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to come out?
Yes.
I broke it. Can I put him in a special pose?
Sure. And so now Catherine's going to put him in a special pose. I don't know what this is, but we'll see.
See if I can put him in there. And his armor flipped off. You put that back on. Gonna use stand. His legs is gonna be hard to. Thanks. Do this.
What are you trying to do?
Can you get this up higher? Thank you. And like that. Steve. I'll tell you what pose it is at the end. I will once I'm done. I don't think he can use the stand. Feet are too wide.
Alright, well, so there. Is that it?
Yep. Wait.
Shoo. There he is. Up, up, and away.
It's actually Disco Steve.
Disco Steve.
Dang,
Alright.
dang.
So, and on that note, you have a good night.